Hello and good evening, everybody. I hope everyone could hear me. My name is Jeffrey Nobili. I am the Application Support Coordinator for the South Allegheny School District IT program. It is my pleasure to welcome you all tonight to the very first session of the South Allegheny School District Parent University. Tonight's discussion is going to be about the South Allegheny website. I'd like to thank Dr. Duvall and Mr. McDonald for inviting me to and giving me this opportunity. I'd also like to thank my team manager, Andrew Hateman, and my teammates, Paul Bourgeois and Ramon Stevens, for their hard work and their dedication to the IT program. So we're going to get started right away. We're going to jump right in. I'm going to share my screen with you so that I could show you what our agenda for tonight will be and what we're going to be working on. I hope you are all able to see the session guide, what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to just have a couple general announcements, which I'm doing right now. The website sections we're going to talk about: translation area, popular item bar, the main menu bar, images, the news section, upcoming events, quick links, and then the social media section. Then I'd like to hear your questions at the end of the program. We're going to talk about how to contact the tech department and then discuss a few of the upcoming sessions that'll be going on in the South Allegheny Parent University. A few more of those general information things that I wanted to get out of the way. We are recording tonight's session. I'm recording this so that we could put it onto the school website in order to share out with some of our friends who weren't able to make it tonight. I have muted everyone on the call, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to hear from you. This is a community event, and I want to make sure that I do hear from you. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner of your Google Meet screen, you will see a button that looks like this, what you see on the screen right now. That is the chat button. Please enter any questions or comments directly into there. I will be watching that this evening while I'm presenting, and we'll either view them right there, take care of the questions right there, or save them till the end. For my friends that may be joining us in person at the high school, I have left some sheets of paper for you to fill out. Please feel free to put any questions or comments on there, and the team will get back to you as soon as we can. So I just described the chat window. I want to have fun. I want to have an interactive conversation, and I'm looking forward to this. So we could jump right into the presentation. As you could see, I have up, this is the website address for South Allegheny's website. And we're going to jump into the website right now. This is the directory that you could go to see all of our teachers, our staff members. You could search by location. You could also search by the title or the name if you're looking for someone in particular. Or you could scroll through and look for a particular teacher. When you find the teacher you want to email, you could go right over here to the right side and see Mr. Brown's email is right here. You'd be able to copy that and email him directly. This directory is very important in contacting our teachers and our staff members. I then moved on to the menus, and this is where we were when you reminded me, and I appreciate that very much. This is the menus for all of our school buildings. If you click into the high school, you click lunch, and you will see the calendar of what is available for the kids to have lunch. It tells us the nutritional value. It tells us when there's school. It tells us everything they have to choose from when they go. And you'll see it's not there for next week because this is added every week. Again, same thing for breakfast. Now, this is the high school. There may be some other items that are available at the elementary building that aren't available at the high school and middle school. And again,
why would I get it? I'm probably the only one that doesn't care. I care.
If you could mute your, okay. So we'll see here, this is the elementary building, and this is the lunch for the week, and this is what we have. Okay, so that's the menu item right up here at the top. Again, I'm going to move over to the calendar, the third item in. This calendar, I'm sure many of you have seen this before and use it. I myself use this weekly to look up dates, important dates with the district. You'll see that there's the whole year, the whole school year is listed here for you to go to. You could look and see what's coming up. At the bottom, you'll see the important dates, when teachers report, when parent-teacher conferences are, development days, when the days the schools are closed and for what reason, general information of when we have 2-hour delays or 2-hour dismissals, what times those will be, Thanksgiving break, winter breaks. Over here on the right in this small box here, as parents, I'm sure you're all interested in this. This is when the grading periods end and when report cards are distributed. There are dates down here that could be changed. We all know that with calendars in the last couple of years, if there's one thing we have learned is that dates changed. As of right now, the prom for next year is set for May 6th. That may change. Final exams are set for May 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. Those may change. And you'll always be able to come back to the website to see when those dates are changed and if there are any special announcements pertaining to the calendar. Okay, so the fourth menu item in is Skyward. If you open up Skyward, you could come here to log into your Skyward account. Skyward is our student information system where all of our student grades, schedules, bus information, emergency contacts, basically everything about the student is saved. Every student has a log-on to Skyward. Most parents and guardians have log-ons to Skyward. My next session in the Parent University will be just like today's, and it's going to be 100% focused on Skyward. And we'll talk about that at the end of the session of when that'll be. I'd love for you to join me for that so we can answer any questions and tell you all about the Skyward Student Information System. And I will tell you this, the link for Skyward, if you don't have it or you don't use the app, is hard to find. When I need to go to Skyward, I come to the South Allegheny homepage and I come right here. And that's how I get to Skyward. I use it daily. The final tab on the top popular bar area of the website is employment. You could open up this tab to find out any available positions within the district. You'll see now that there are needs for substitute teachers and there are needs for substitute support staff. Clicking on the item will bring you down to a little more information that you could find out and where to contact or how to go to apply for these jobs. That employment is obviously, that tab is opened up anytime we have any need for workers here in the district. So that is the popular bar section in the top right-hand corner of the website. Okay? And I'm just going to keep on moving. Like I said, I'm paying attention to the questions. And if you have any about that, I'd love to hear from you. So I'm going to go back to the website. And what I'm going to talk about now is this main menu bar. It's in a blue bar across the front page of the website. Okay, if you hover over any of these items, more things pop up. And these are the things that we're going to talk about right now. We're going to discuss a few of these. I'm going to go through them to show you what is contained in each of those menu items. Again, with the online portion of it, it's right here. When you click into the menu section, when you're on your phone, these first items are everything that we see across that blue bar. And that's what we're going to talk about now. Again, apologies for that confusion with the sharing, but we're back to doing this now. Okay, great. We're going to start here at the first item, which is the school board. The school board tab, obviously, has information about our South Allegheny School Board. We have information about the board members. These are all the board members and how you can get in contact with them. We have email addresses for our board members. Board committees. These board committees, the people who chair the committees and who serves on those committees from the board. Again, all the information you will need. We have our meeting dates for 2021. These are our tentative meeting dates. We stick to this schedule as closely as we can. If there are any changes to this, we make announcements and we send it out, and it's also put here on the website. We have our policy manual. We have meeting agendas and minutes, budget information for the last couple years. Any questions you may have about the information that our board is working on is here on this page. You could come right here to this school board tab and pull any of that down. Now you will see on a lot of these sites at the bottom of the links, you have a more button. What that more button does is it takes us to another page that's a complete menu of school board items. And you'll see here they're just listed. Instead of in the drop down, you could find them all right here. Right to know, tax installment plans, what is a school board? Again, the meeting dates, everything you saw in the drop down, they're all here. So this is just a full menu of what you could see, and we're going to see that a lot as we go through all these tabs. So again, if you want information about the school board, the website is the place to come to pull that information up and address it. The second tab, the schools tab. This is the tab that is related to each of our buildings, to each of our areas, our elementary school. This is the elementary page. They take care of this. They have announcements on here, cheer camps, charging your device before the day, food allergy awareness, other things, the Y preschool program before school starts, when times are pickoff, locations, when you should drop off your child. All that information is there under the school for the elementary building. We have the same information here on the middle school and high school. All that information is there for you to use, and you can pull that up by school. We have our education building, our education center. When the education center is opened up again, this will all be dedicated to the information that we have there and the building that is the education center. This is now being hosted at our high school in the area that used to be the fitness center. So that's what the schools tab is. Next over, we're going to move to staff. For staff, much of this information on this staff page is for the faculty and staff of the school. You could still access the staff directory. You could get that here. But a lot of this information, you're going to need a school district logon to get to. So if you're looking for staff, the directory is up in the right-hand corner. You could get it here as well. But for the most part, the staff tab is for staff at the school. So that moves us directly into the next tab, parents. This tab is for you. This is everything that you would need as you're dealing with the site. Our online enrollment information is the first menu item. This has everything you need to know about if you're moving into the district, you need to enroll your child into the program. We have special activities that go on during kindergarten registration and other things like that. But this is for general information if you need to enroll. What immunization information you need. If you're registering for your child in kindergarten, the blood lead level must be tested. This is other forms that you need as you log in. Everything you need to know about signing up to sign in to the website and to register your child for school. There's a new student enrollment portal right here that will take you in to Skyward to enroll your student. I'm going to say this a couple times tonight, and I'm going to say it even more at our next session. If you have a student enrolled in the district and you have an account and you know what it is for family access, you could log into your existing account and register your other kids so that it all stays under one account. And like I will say in the next session, if you need your information for Skyward, all you have to do is reach out and we have that for you. Okay, so that's all from the online enrollment information page. Skyward mobile access. This link takes you to the same place that this does. So if you forget that it's here, you come down to parents, Skyward is right there. School Cafe takes you to the same place that we looked at for the menus. You'll see there, that's where you can get that information. Puts it in a couple places so it's easy for you to find. Student medical forms. These are forms that you need if your child is going to be playing sports, if you have dental information you need to turn in, medication administration, what we have here for self-administered medication and what needs to be turned into the school, anything about your child's medical needs are found on the Parents Medical Form tab. We have one under Parents here called Title I Information. The Title I program is extra help given to students from a group of teachers, either in the class, they work with them in small groups, or they work individually one-on-one with them. Usually we have some links here that they'll be able to go to when we have information up, announcements that they want to provide to you. That's the Title I program. And you see over here is a lot of information about the Title I program that you could pull down. Again, Homebound Instruction. These are rules that you have to follow if this is a choice that you are making. We are providing this. If you're homebound and you're doing that instruction, students can find it at home because of physical disability, illness, whether it's needed. This is information that you will need to look at to follow the rules that the state has and that the district has. This next tab is very important. The McKinney-Vento Act Student Experiencing Homelessness Program. Homelessness is not a reason for a student not to be eligible, and that students have a right to free and public education. Homelessness does not take that away. There are programs here that can help the students. At South Allegheny, Christy Chicklow, who is our Director of Special Education, and she's at the elementary building. She can be contacted with any questions, and you can come here for any information that you need to get out to her. But this is all information. If you yourself or you know a family that's struggling with homelessness, you could come here to get this information. FERPA, the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, affords you and your students who are 18 years or older, eligible students, with certain rights according to what they could do. This is everything that you need under FERPA, how to go about receiving information about your child. That information is there for you to use. Again, policies. The policy section of the website takes us to the board docs. Any information that you would have about the school, all the rules, regulation, policies concerning the district, they're all here. They're listed by number, and you could scroll through and you could see here what you need if your child is going to withdraw from school. Food allergies, class rank, how that's figured out, student records, how to obtain. All that is here. You could print this information out for yourself. You could search the policy manual right here if you need to do any searching, okay? All that information is available for you. You could search right here, active policies, and you will see that it will take you right to the area. Student discipline, if I spelled it right, it would take us right there. Let's do an easier one. Graduation. It searches through all the policies. These are all policies that deal with graduation in some way. So if you have any questions about what one of South Allegheny's policies are, when it comes to school rules, the policy portion of the website is where you want to go for that under parents. Again, we have a more section here, which will open up and will show us other information that you could read about. CHIP, which is insurance, closing and delay procedures for the school, free and reduced lunch programs, Every Student Succeeds Act, food distribution in the district. Everything that we would be handing out is all here under this tab. So if you have any questions about any of the school policies, you come to the parent section of our website and you could get that information. Okay, I'm going to move right down to the academic section. Under academics, you need to request a transcript for your student. There are forms here. This request must be happen in writing. We could all call Mrs. Morgan and Mrs. Horn in the offices to tell them this, but this form is going to need to be filled out. It's an in-writing request that needs to be done, and that you could get that right here on the website. This next tab, Portrait of a Gladiator, this is something we take very seriously. And since I've joined the district over a year ago, I find great pride in this, and something that we are working on every day. We want all staff, teachers, students, community members to understand what it means to be a gladiator. We have information here about each of these 6 items: personal responsibility, flexibility and adaptability, pursuit of knowledge, communication and collaborators, global awareness, creative problem solvers. All of these attributes will prepare our students to compete in the post-secondary world, whether that's college, trade school, military, or going directly to work. There is so much information on this page about Portrait of a Gladiator and why we are so committed to pushing this in our school. It's not something that we believe the students have to do alone. It's not something that we believe the teachers have to do alone. It's something that we believe all of us, as members of the South Allegheny District, have to do, to work hard to, and show the world what it means to be a gladiator. So you can find that here on the academics tab. This is the middle school improvement plan, and high school improvement plan is here. We all know about the work that's going on up here, but this is a lot of the information about our needs within the school, the needs within the community. This is the plan that was developed by the district to go out and to show where we want to move in the next few years. That's all here for you. Our special education plan, same. The district put together a special education plan that runs through next year. This is information that we do and how we deal with our special education programs and how we look to build upon them and how the students can excel by participating in our special education programs. Our comprehensive plan. This is the Future Ready Index. The Future Ready Index for Pennsylvania measures our successes under rules that are related to our student successes and our goals and our plans. All that is here under this comprehensive plan. And again, I'm showing these to you to show you that they're here for you to look at. Obviously, we're not going to go through the entire documents. We'll be here for hours. And I want to make sure that I respect your time and that we stick to our schedule. The next is information on Steel Center, our fantastic career and technical education program that we have here for our students. If you have a student that may be interested in career and technical education, you can get everything you need here about the different types of programs that we have and what they're doing at Steel Center. Again, there's a staff directory, there's majors, all the majors that we teach down there. You have a student that is interested in this type of information, this is a great jump to get started in that world. Some of these projects, there are certifications that go along to them they could get before they even graduate from high school. It's a wonderful opportunity if your students are interested in this type of work. Again, that's on the academics tab under Steel Center. You could also register for Steel Center on this tab. The link comes right up so you can do that. Assessments. The assessments tab tells us different kind of tests that are out there for different ideas and different factors in you and your children's lives. We have our college entrance tests. We have intelligence tests. We have psychological tests, skill interests, career interests, speech. These are the different type of things that they could do. Eventually, we're going to have links on here to all this information, but this is a list of different types of tests that are used to deal with our students or that you may be interested in your student doing so that we could see where they fit or where they need more help. That's on the assessments tab. Again, the academic tab has a more section where it opens up to even more information about the academics here at South Allegheny. This Keystone letter here is a letter on the Keystone exams that describes if students are caught using cell phones during the Keystone exams and other rules that happen during Keystones. We have our response to intervention. This response to intervention, the RTI, is a 3-tier practice providing high-quality instruction and interventions matched to your student's need. We monitor the progress to make decisions and changes in instruction and goals. We don't set out with a plan at the beginning of the year and it goes through the end of the year without being changed. When your student excels, the goal may change. When they need a little more help, it may change. When their interest changes, it may change. When their family situation changes, it may change. We're very dedicated to intervening and providing the best education for your students, no matter what their situation is at home. That's how we want to be a part of the family. We also have South Allegheny Switch Ed Visual Arts Program. This is a wonderful program about the art wing of our high school. Talks about visual art, sculpture, printmaking, lots of opportunities. There's examples of the beautiful work that our students have done, including a section on the participation in the Pittsburgh Holocaust Center Art and Writing Project. That's all here under the Switch Ed Visual Arts tab. And again, that's under academics. So we've made it through halfway through the tab at the top. We're going to move right into athletics. I haven't seen any questions yet, but remember, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them into the tabs. Our athletics tab, the first drop down under the athletics tab will take us to our sports, all of our teams. You'll see across the top, fall sports, winter sports, spring sports, where you could sign up to get alerts. All along the top up here, we have a link to the WPIAL, where you could go there to read about the rulemaking and what they have. We have calendars. We have a list of our upcoming and current athletic events. You'll see right now, there's a girls junior varsity and a varsity volleyball match going on downstairs in the gym. In the gym, it's senior parent night for the volleyball. If you wanted more information for that, you could find it here. You can read about all of our sports activities and schedules right there. Under the athletics tab, we have our athletic facilities. Our athletic facilities, where they are located, you could click on them to open up a map with directions on how to get there if you need help getting to any of our athletic facilities. Again, this will be updated as things change within the district. We have a link to the WPIL website if you want to go on there to read about any rules, regulations, announcements, or playoff brackets, the different sports. Everything that the WPIAL has is available here through the website. Student insurance. This is insurance that your student may need that has to be filled out. We have our physical form from the PIAA that has to be filled out if you're going to your doctor to get a physical. It's here. If you or your group or sports team or booster club wants to use a school facility for an event, we have an event here, a form here called a use of facilities request. This is a Google form that you could fill out information, go through. You'll put what you would need for the event, what the event is for, the number of people who will be here, if you need security, dates and times. All that information is available. That comes to our administrators. They approve it and they let you know when and if you can do your event here in the district. But that is available on the athletic page under use of facilities request. We have our UPMC Sports Medicine tab. With our connection with the UPMC Sports Medicine team, we have our program here with our trainer. Sarah is our certified athletic trainer from UPMC. She has information here about the different types of training, injuries. She's working with our kids every day. She's dedicated and a valuable member of our team here. But this is information about the sports management program. Okay? Moving right down the line to something near and dear to my heart, the technology tab. This technology tab has everything you need to know about our school's tech and what we use here. This first tab, which should be very important to you, is the one-to-one device information. As we move through here, this tells you what types of computers or iPads or tablets we're using in our different district, how we issue the devices, the cases, the rules, the conditions of the loan agreements, when they have to borrow a computer, what has to happen. Device insurance. Insurance on devices has to be filled out every year. Our insurance is $15 a year, and if there are any problems, usually the insurance will pay for the repair or with a small deductible. We have prices here about what the damage waiver is a year, first incident, second incident, third incident, and what happens if a device is lost or stolen. We have examples of the different types of repairs we do here every day. Believe me, we do repairs here every day on devices. Whether we're fixing a computer, a broken screen, or replacing a charger, you may have already reached out to our team and worked with us. We have our link to our insurance program and how to do everything you have there. So this is all information about the one-to-one device program, and that's what we call it here at South Allegheny, because this is the tech rules and regulations that we have all under this one-to-one device information. These next two tabs are about Canvas. I'm sure that your children have worked in Canvas. You've heard the name Canvas. You see what it is. There are two different tabs here. The first tab is for our students and our staff to log in. This is where our students log in. If they ever need a link or they want to work on a different computer, they could come right here and go directly to their Canvas login, and it'll take them into their page. Parents, if you have an observer account or a parent account, this is the page you go to. Again, you could get it right off the technology tab, the parents login. The parent links are something that I provide if you want them. We've sent them out automatically, but if you need one or you don't know what your password is, you could always let us know. And I mentioned earlier about the Skyward process. In a couple months, we're going to have another session strictly dedicated to Canvas and everything you need as a parent to follow along with your student. So we'll talk more about that at the end of this session, but Canvas is a big part of our day. It's what we use every single day. This fourth tab down, the student knowledge base. This is something that we built here as a team. And this is where we put information that you could use to fix or learn about simple items. We have a Chromebook section, an iPad section, Canvas, Google Tools, Skyward, parent information. I created an information here for parents where you could come to read about cyberbullying, kids and teens online, protecting them in social media, how to protect your kids, managing the effect of social media on teen girls. I'm a parent. I think like you. I want to learn about this stuff too. How to keep your information safe. And I update this as much as I can. I put more information on here. But if you ever have a question about something with your child's Chromebook, you can come directly to the knowledge base, and maybe you can find out right here your favorites, clearing your cache out, scrolling, taking screenshots in Canvas, submitting assignments, how to do things, what if something disappears off of your web page. I have videos here of how to use the different sections of Canvas, how to take a quiz. So this may be information that you or your child can use. It's right here at your fingertips, and we update this all the time. This is the student knowledge base, the parent knowledge base, and you could find it here on the technology tab. Hardware support for you and your child. This is a direct email link to our page. I'm going to be giving out that email later, but you can click right on here and you could contact us directly. Again, this is a link to register for device insurance through One-to-One Risk, which is our insurance company. You can click right on here and register for insurance if you have not. If you have your own computer that you want your child to use, there's an opt-out form you have to use so we know that your child is using their own computer. Just so you know, we welcome that. If they want to use their own device, that's fine. Tech will not repair personal devices. So that's something you have to be aware of. If they have any problems, they come in here. We will not repair a personal device, just for warranty reasons and for personal property. Okay? Now, this next tab, I know that some people don't like to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. The COVID plan here for the district. Everything you need to know about the COVID plan is here. All our policies, procedures, practices, and contact information. We have these in Spanish. We have them in English. Face coverings, quarantine, safety plans, guidance. Anything you have questions about the South Allegheny policies on COVID-19, this is where to find it. We have links to health departments, studies, Everything you need about COVID-19 is here. Okay? Transportation. This is information about our bus routes for this year, for the elementary building, our bus routes for the middle school, Steel Center, our education center. And then if you need to make a request for an alternate bus stop, this is where you get that form. All here on the transportation tab on the main page. Our construction projects, which we're very excited about. The elementary projects will be starting shortly. The stadium project link is here. I don't know if anyone's been up around the new project around the stadium. It's going up fast. It's going up quick. And we have some nice pictures that Dr. Duvall and some other staff members have taken. This is one of the latest ones that was taken, just to show you. This is the turf down at the stadium. Coming along beautifully, and it looks great. It's going to be a great addition to our community and for our school. But all that information is here for the construction projects. Now, what I just did over the last 20, 25 minutes was go through this whole tab. I went fast, but I wanted to get through it all. I did have one question. Is the parent login the same as the Skyward login? No, the Skyward login is separate. It's different because the Skyward is a separate entity that gets created when you initially sign in. If that's something you'd like us to do, we could do that if there's a request, but we could talk about that if you send us an email, and I will be getting on how to send us an email shortly. Thank you for the question. It's a very good question, but usually they're two separate logins. Okay, so we're going back to the main page here. I thank you all for hanging with us, and we're going to go over the rest of the website. That's a lot of information that we've gone over, but we got further to go. Okay, you'll see here on the main part of our website, we have a slideshow of pictures. These are updated often. We have teachers that take these. We have Dr. Duvall takes a lot of pictures. We're proud of our homecoming court. We had our homecoming last week. I'm sure a lot of you were here. We had our Tony Strong Day with EF a couple weeks ago. But this is just a nice little slideshow to show us community events, all things around the SA school district. Right under that, the images is the news section. I love this first thing right here, the weekly. Dr. Duvall has started to create and send out a new feature called the weekly. Teachers and staff submit stories, classroom happenings, showcase the talent here of our students and our amazing staff. This new issue came out yesterday. Pictures, descriptions, information about classes. Maybe your child never knew about high quality screen printing is involved here at the district. Maybe they want to be involved in course, scavenger hunts, band, math projects, Spanish projects, our recording studio, nanotech. So much is going on, and Dr. Duvall is putting this together to share this with you. We have a weekly portrait of a gladiator where we highlight one of our students. Here's our alumni game, upcoming events. We have a portrait of a gladiator that show us a highlight of what it truly means and a student that is instilling exactly what it means to be a gladiator. I love the weekly. I love when I get it. Dr. Duvall puts lots of time into us, and she shows us what this student is doing to become a gladiator. But I recommend that you try to see the gladiators, see the weekly as much as possible. You could find it right here on the news, the first thing on the website. Okay, right underneath that is the Parent University. It's why you're all here tonight. It's why I get to share this awesome time with you. If you know anyone that wants to come to any more events, they could get the links right here off the website. And this is what you may have already filled out and read to bring us together this evening. If you know anyone that wants to come to more events, send them to us. Send them here. The information is being presented by a team led by Dr. Duvall and Mr. McDonald to help our community grow and come together. More great sessions to come. It's very exciting. We have information on EBT benefits, special education services, athletic events, and you could sign up from NFHS here to get updates on when South Allegheny is going to be broadcasted on the radio. This is all the new news for the district, and it's right here on the main page of this site. Okay? On the right side of this screen, directly across from the pictures, you'll see a section called Upcoming Events, School Board Meetings, Days Off, when report cards will be available. This updates all the time. You could go to the full calendar here and look at the full district calendar to see when different things are going on if you want to look ahead. Thanksgiving break, I'm sure your kids are looking forward to it. Comes up here at the end of November, which we know, just an example. You could get that here from the calendar page under upcoming events. Under the quick links section, this first tab is weekly archives. So we just told you about the weekly here, which is an awesome collection of stories from our district. You want to see any old versions? You want to see anything that you may have missed? You could come right here, open it up, and read about some of the things that have gone on here over the year. It's wonderful. I recommend it as much as possible. We have other information here. We have a full drive filled with athletic pictures from all of our events, sorted by school, sorted by team, construction, volleyball, homecoming, soccer. Everything is here. If you're interested in looking at pictures, come down and take a look. We have, again, down here, quick links. You may have seen these somewhere along the way, but this is also important information put here at your fingertips that you may want to grab and pull into as quickly as possible. Work permits for your kids, our non-discrimination policies, where we stand in our school rankings, again, our comprehensive plans, Title I, our dress, grooming, our dress code information, our bullying policy, anti-bullying. That's all here under quick links. And you can get all that information right here on the website. So far, we've covered the top on Translate. We looked at the popular links over here on the side. We went through the entire menu bar here of the main menu. We have our picture slideshow, all of our news, all of the upcoming events, quick links for you. And there's still one section left here. Okay, at the very bottom of the page, we have our contact information, fax number, phone number for the district if you ever need to get a hold of us, our address if you ever need to know where to send something to. Then we have 4 tabs along the bottom here that we'd love for you to join up and become friends or follow along with. Our district Facebook page, our district Twitter account, our district YouTube page, and our district Instagram page. They're all here. And there's all information. If you're on any of these sites, please come here and friend us, follow us, join us, follow what we have here, join our conversation. This was a wonderful event right here at the top of the Twitter page. Women in STEM had a meeting today after school. Mrs. Eith ran a Women in STEM class. This is awesome for our young ladies that want to go into science, technology, education, and math. But anything you could get, find out here on the Twitter page, the YouTube page. We have our commencements. We have some old information. We have new information. This is going to be updated all the time now. We're making a dedicated choice to join in and put more stuff there. Instagram is not allowed within the district. So that's why you can't get to that page, but you can at home. So I have just talked now for about 30 minutes. We have about 10 minutes left. And I'm opening it up. If you'd like to put any questions into the chat, I would love to see them. If there aren't questions, I'm going to move on to my next section, which is if you need tech help. And Ms. Mahalko, if you need help with your parent login for Canvas or your Skyward login information, this is where we want you to send an email to. tech@st.southallegheny.org. This website goes to all of our tech team members, all 4 of us. One of us will have the answer. One of us will get back to you. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Sometimes it's my child lost their device. Sometimes it's I need my password for Skyward, or sometimes it's how do I get this to work? Do you have any advice? We will help you out in any way we can. We ask that if you do emails, please include your name, your student's name, and the grade that they're in, because we have a couple students here that have the same name. We want to make sure we're helping the right child. Describe the issue as specifically as possible. Tell us. They were working on an event in Google, on Google Docs, and it didn't save, or I lost the information. However you have to describe it, tell us. We will get back to you and we'll provide as much information as we can. we will invite your child. If they're in the high school or middle school, we'll invite them down to our room to work with us here. If they are at the elementary building, we will go to their class and fix their device. We're going to help you, but we need to know about it. And this tech line is the way to get a hold of us. Okay? Upcoming sessions in the Parent University. I mentioned these before. I would love to have you join me on Tuesday, November 16th to talk about Skyward. We will walk through Skyward and show you how to find the information you need to get your child's grades, to update their emergency information, to see their bus. All the information on Skyward we're going to walk through. And if you don't know your login to Skyward, before November 16th, send a letter to the email that we just had, and we'll make sure that we get you your information. Same thing with Canvas. On Tuesday, December 14th, we're going to be having a Canvas section. We're going to be looking at the parent section of Canvas to show you how you could walk through and follow along with your child to best find their grades, look at their assignments, see their submissions. If you have not requested a parent observer account for Canvas, or you forgot your information, send an email to tech@st.southallegheny.org. We will get it to you. We will help you out. That session's on Tuesday, December 14th. Other Parent University sessions we have coming up that I hope you're interested in and I hope you attend. This is all about your child's social and emotional needs. Why does mental health matter? What is resiliency? How do I help my child learn? Appropriate responsibility levels for children. 2 of those are going to be online. 1 of those is going to be in person here in our media center, the old library. It's the media center. Chestnut Ridge is going to help us with these. This is going to be a wonderful time for us to talk about our children's social and emotional needs and why it's important. It's more important now than ever. This 3rd section, strategies and supports for academic success. All of these sessions will be in person. All of these sessions will be with Assistant Superintendent Mr. McDonald. This is going to be great. Academic and soft skills needed for success in school. Mr. McDonald is dedicated to academic success and soft skills, getting the kids out there out of their shell, learning what they need to succeed. How do I support my student with homework? Some of us haven't been in school for years. How do we do it now? How do we help them with their homework? And this last one, I'm definitely interested in. This is not how I was taught math and reading. What strategies have changed for teaching math and reading to our students? That's next year in January. So all those dates, a lot of you have signed up for already, and I thank you for that. I'd love for you to tell your friends about those, and I'd love for you to tell us more about the type of sessions you would like to hear. Okay? Please sign up for those. Again, I want to just show this last slide here. This is our IT department. That's who I work for. I'm Jeff, and I work with a lot of our applications with this Canvas and Skyward, and I want to help you when I can. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now and bring me back up if that's okay with you. We don't have many people on. If you want to unmute yourself and ask a question, I'm happy to talk to you now. If you don't want to put it into the chat, we can do that. We only have a couple people online. But if there aren't any, I could say, I'm going to put into the chat. This is our tech@st.southallegheny.org. You could contact us. One of our team members will get back to you. We work through our ticket queue every day. We're dedicated. We want to help you. We want to help your child. We want to do whatever we can to keep the tech going here. And we appreciate you. I personally would like to say thank you to everyone for joining along today, for signing in and coming through with this. I hope you got a little bit out of the website overview that you wanted to get. I wanted to show you the different things that are involved with the website and why it's important, how much information was there. I know we talked about it for just an hour and we went through and went very fast through it, but I'm hoping that you may have been surprised by the amount of information on our website. We're adding more every day and we want to get it to you and we want you involved with our school. Okay? So I thank you for signing on. We're going to end a little bit early tonight with no questions coming in. But if you have any and you'd like to talk to us directly, send an email to there. You could put in your email, this question's for Jeff, who ran the event the other day, and I will answer you. All right? I hope to see you at my upcoming events on Skyward and Canvas. I hope to see you at the upcoming events for social skills and homework. I think it's worthwhile. The Parent University is something we want to build here, and with you, we can do that. I thank you very much for your time. I look
Thank
forward to
you.
meeting you shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.